Imagine, you just spent your entire paycheck on a new set of muck boots for your rig. The last thing that you want is for them to wear out prematurely, right? If you want your tires to last as long as possible, you have to make them wear evenly. But how do you do that? I've managed to put 60,000 kilometers on this set of Goodyear Duratracs on my 4Runner using this hack. And today, I'm gonna show you how you can easily do it yourself, and guess what? It's free. But first, I have to go steal something from my 2-year-old. Wait, come here. Nope. Nope. Yes! We've all been taught that the best tire pressure to run in your vehicle is whatever it says inside the door jamb, right? Well, that's great if your vehicle is stock, but if you're running a bigger set of tires on your truck, that's no longer accurate. So how do we find out what pressure to run? Well, we can't go based off of the maximum pressure rating on the sidewall of the tire because that's way too high. We have to find the right tire pressure for this specific truck with this specific tire on it. And the way that we do that is with a little bit of scribbling. Now, I did not invent this. I'm not taking credit for it. It's been around for a long time. But I think there's a lot of people out there that are not familiar with this way of figuring out what tire pressure to run. Now, a couple things to note here. This is specifically for on-road driving. Off-road driving, tire pressures are a totally different story. Also, this is not for vehicles that are running the factory tire size. You can just stick to the door jamb, whatever it says in there. This is for if you've changed your tire size or the load rating of your sidewalls. This is the factory 18-inch limited wheel that came on my 4Runner. This is the 17-inch method race wheel with a 33-inch tire that I'm currently running on it. The number you can find on the sticker in the door jamb is meant for this, but I'm running this. Well, that's not going to be accurate at all then. So how do these tires compare? Well, first and foremost, there's the obvious. We have an 18-inch wheel versus a 17-inch wheel, so that changes the amount of sidewall that we have on each tire. This is more of a low-profile setup in comparison. Speaking of sidewalls, these are a passenger tire, so load range P, I guess you can call it. I don't know what the crap. This is a load range D. This is like a light truck, kind of a heavier duty tire, meant for heavier weight. So it's got a much thicker, heavier, stronger sidewall built into this tire than this one has. We also have a totally different width. These are 265 millimeters wide, which is the factory size, and these bad boys are 285s. So way the heck back when I was in school, that was a 20 millimeter difference. It matters. And last but not least, we have two completely different weights here. I don't know the weight difference. I've never weighed both of them, but I can assume this one weighs a lot more than this one does. So how do you use the chalk test to determine what tire pressure you should be running on your truck? Well, I can tell you that this is super easy, and as long as you can use a coloring book without injuring yourself, you should be able to do this just fine. You don't even have to be able to stay within the lines. Basically what we're going to do is we're going to scribble chalk onto the tread of the tire. Typically you want to do like maybe 3-4 tread lugs width, so you have like a good enough area to work with that you can see well. Then we're going to drive the vehicle forward and back in a perfectly straight line, no turns, and assess and take a look at the pattern of chalk that's left on the tire. So if all of the chalk has worn evenly off the tire, that's the perfect tire pressure. That means that your tread is perfectly flat on the ground. If the center has worn off, that means that you're running too high of a tire pressure because your outside lugs are not coming into contact with the ground. And of course the opposite of that, meaning that the outside lugs are worn off, but the inside isn't, that means you're running too low of a tire pressure, and your tire is basically running on the outside edges of it with the inside not touching the ground at all. By the way, Doug Thorley short tube headers and a Gibson catback exhaust, that's why it sounds like that. One other variable here is if you have an uneven pattern on your chalk on your tire, that means that you've got some alignment issues. If it's all worn on the inside or the outside, side to side is not a good thing. You want it to be symmetrical if your alignment is proper. I really should be driving further than just down my driveway here for this test to be accurate, but let's take a little look at what we got. I would say these are pretty even. I think it looks like a pretty even pattern on these. Maybe a little bit on the outside here. Let's check the front. Same idea, looks pretty even. The only thing is we do have more chalk still here, but this is obviously worn out on this part of the tire. I would say that this is a little bit low on pressure, I think, on the front here, so I am going to put a little bit more into these. But just a demonstration, not super accurate because, again, these tires have 60,000 kilometers on them. Now, how do you know what tire pressure to start this whole testing process with in the first place? Well, for me, I think I would probably start with the sticker in the door jamb, believe it or not. Even though that's not for the same tires, it's a good starting point. So you can kind of go up or down from there, put whatever the door jamb says into your tires, and then do the test and see which direction you need to go, and then keep going in increments, either adding air or losing air. Keep doing the test until you find the results that you're looking for. Another starting point that you can use is just going on forums or Facebook groups of owners of your vehicle specifically, and chances are you're not the first person to be running the tires that are on your truck. Somebody else has probably already done this, and you might find somebody sharing what tire pressure they're running on their truck, and you can use that as a starting point. You might still want to do the chalk test to confirm that they're correct, because you don't know whether they're a meathead or not, and you want to make sure that it works for your vehicle still. But that's a great starting point, save you a little bit of time. Guys, if you're liking these kind of car care tips, make sure you're signed up for the Gearhead Grinds newsletter, because I share all kinds of helpful stuff in there, industry news. Some of the stuff never makes it to a blog post or a YouTube video or a social media post, and it just stays in the newsletter. So make sure you're signed up. If you're interested, I'll put a link down below for you. Now, a couple things to note here. First, you might want to drive a little bit further than just down my driveway like I'm doing here. I'm not actually doing this test on my truck, I'm showing you how to do the test. This is just a demonstration. Also, the leaves are probably not helping the consistency of this test, but I tried blowing them away, and just like the booger on your finger, they keep on coming back. Did I just break this? Lastly, you want to do this when your tires are new. You don't want to wait till they're old and worn out like mine, because it's too late. They're already worn. I probably should have used the Tacoma for this video. But you guys haven't seen the 4Runner in a little while, so we're using this. Now, on a V8 4Runner like this, or any full-time four-wheel drive or all-wheel drive vehicle, it's important that you run the same air pressure in all four tires, front and rear, just to keep your drivetrain happy. And again, keep in mind, this is for on-road driving only. For off-roading, whether it's rock crawling or mudding or whatever, you want to air down, obviously, quite low, and that's just kind of a matter of preference. You kind of just do trial and error. Now, even if you're running the perfect air pressure in your tires, they're still going to wear unevenly if you don't rotate them properly. So watch this video next to see how I do it. Should probably put this back. Thanks, buddy.